Yes, don't get married to an African man if adorable viewers across the globe, you are highly welcome, irrespective of your continent, skin color, country. You are welcome. Watch this video to the end. Share your opinion, your thought, your objection, suggestion, experience down the comment section. Just do the needful to help us serve you better. All right, rising voice from Africa. African Chinana, I want to tell you, as a rising voice from Africa, don't get married to any African brother of mine if yes. This video is actually going to be very profitable to those foreigners who want to settle down with an African, who are dating or interested in marrying an African man. We actually appreciate you, love you, cherish you, you will be welcome, and we'll shower you love. But if don't get married. Number one, if is if you are not ready for childbirth, like you're not ready for childbearing, you don't want to give birth to a child. Maybe you're too pretty, your shape is too important to you, or is as a choice. You don't want to spoil your shape, or you don't want to give birth to any child. You don't want to. Please don't get married to an African brother of mine, because here in Africa, this is one of the things we prioritize. This is one of the reason or major reason why African man will settle down, for him to start, producing his own children. And even every member of the family expectation will start, they will just start counting months immediately an African man gets married to you. And believe me, they are going to, you know, mess you up if they ever hear that you are not ready for childbearing. I don't want to give birth to any child. Don't get married to an African brother. It's your choice. You might have your reason, but if that's your choice, don't marry an African, because trust me, you're going to regret that decision if you are one of those people. He's going to be disappointed. Families are going to be disappointed. As said, you might not enjoy your stay. Yes. Number two, don't get married to an African man if 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 you're not ready to bring back his children home. Yes, so African men actually believe that their children are going to succeed them, like their children are going to replace them in the family, because these children are bearing their name. These children are what their families are going to remember them with, even when they are no longer there. They will say, oh, this one is so person's son, late Mazi, this and that son or daughter. Like African believe in having children that will represent them or replace them, or they will be remembered for even when they are no more. So if you're getting married to an African man and you're not ready to bring down his children here in Africa to actually be part and parcel of their family, know their culture, like be a part of the family, do the things other family members do, like please don't marry him, because one of the things they will do if they figure out that you are not ready to release their children, they will leave you, or they might be with you and set up another marriage back home. And that is when you start saying, oh, he have a family here, or he's married in his country, he never let me know, blah blah blah. Because a whole lot of them know that majority of you are there foreign ladies, after marrying, getting married to them, giving birth to kids for them, you don't allow their children come back home. And now, especially those people that come from a royal family, these children are supposed to come home. these children are supposed to come home. Africans will believe that if wealth or a child reach home, that is actually when it is valid. Yes, there are some slogans that we use here. Mweze adefunamba, like a royal blood is not supposed to remain in a foreign land. That is it. And that is what every family here believe in. So if you are not ready to let them come home with their children, to let their children come and be part of their family here in Africa, please don't get married to them, because one of the things or risk there is that they might end up leaving you or deceiving you and marry someone else here who can actually raise children. Maybe not because they don't love you, maybe not because they want to be deceitful, but for for them to have someone who will bear their name, who will represent them, they will be remembered for, who family members will look at and see them in him when he must have, you know, gone. Yeah, so you better be aware of all these things. I love you so much. That's why I care. This is a rising voice from Africa, telling you some hidden truths about Africans that no one out there might be ready to share to you. So, my foreign wife or intended, wives, you should be aware of this and get yourself prepared to actually do the needful if you want to marry an African man. Number three things, don't marry an African man if you are not ready to actually learn his culture. An African man can play with anything but not his culture. Don't let anybody deceive you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Culture matters a lot to an African blood, especially the male genders. They don't actually play with culture. So if you're not ready to learn the culture, imbibe in the culture, practice them, allow your kids to practice them, you might have problem or issue on the long run with them or the family members. Yeah, because some of them can choose to sacrifice a lot, overlook a lot, maybe because of the love or how far you both have gone with each other, or what you both have actually shared with each other. But family member will not let go. Family member will not overlook. They will want the culture to actually play the way it's supposed to, like is a norm. You have to, as a wife, follow how, like, follow suit in the cultural practices of your husband's family. Just for instance, even as I am an African, if I leave my African, like if I leave my country here in Africa to marry another African from another countryside, leaving my family to move in with him or choosing him as my husband, automatically his culture becomes my culture. I'm going to learn his culture. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to abide by the culture, the rules and regulation, like the doctrine, the way they do their things, because I am a wife. Yes, this is leading to our final if. Our final if is, don't get married to an African man if you are not ready to be a full member of the family. What do I mean by this? Automatically, when you marry an African man, you are a full member of the family. Everybody is welcoming you with an open arm. Everybody is seeing you as part of the family. You're going to follow in social group, like any group of the family that you are supposed to, you're supposed to join the meetings of wives in the family. You're supposed to pay whatever contribution that wives are doing in the family. You're supposed to be like be respectful to members of the family, communicate, cooperate with them, tolerate them, like see them as your family. Automatically, your husband's mother becomes your mother. Your husband's parents becomes your parents. Straight up, his sibling becomes your sibling, and these siblings and parents are ready to accord equal respect to you as their daughter. The way they respect their son, they will also accord the same respect to you. They are loving. Family is one of the things that nobody here in Africa joke with, because if you are a member of a particular family, that family protects you, that family love you, they fight for you, like in case of any, they see you as part of them. They are not seeing you as a stranger, no matter the country where you are coming from or your continent even. They accept you with open hand. And as such too, anybody who is a friend or to your husband is your friend. If anybody who's a family member to your husband is automatically your friend, your family member. As same thing applicable to the enemies. Anybody who hates your husband will automatically transfer some level of hatred to you, despite that you have not done anything or committed anything, But for the fact that you are so person's wife, the person will also use that, mindset to actually follow you up. Yeah, and that is why when once you get married to an African family, an African man, he have to tell you some people to tell you stories or about some people, especially the people that they know they are not in good time with. They are not telling you this because they want to gossip or because they want you to be in enmity with the person, just for you to actually be aware and stay clear, and stuff like that. So this is me bringing you down to Africa, telling you all major things you need to know if you want to marry an African man, things you that seems to be like a must do, so that you know them and actually consider them before you say I do to any African man there, to avoid you ending up in a relationship where you see yourself as if you are not prepared or you are not aware. I'm here to create the awareness. In order for you to be aware, get prepared. We love you. And African Chinana, the voice, is actually telling you you will never regret marrying an African man if you are actually ready for all these things I point out on this video. I love you. See you when there's icon your way. Remember, my intention here on YouTube platform is for you to ensure that you have a healthy relationship, successful relationship, productive relationship, and enjoyable. Like, yeah, we got your back. If there's any question you want to ask, anything you want us to talk about, as a foreigner who is dating an African man or who is married to an African man, please drop at the comment section. We will answer all your questions. Video idea that you want us to actually cover up to you, we are going to do that for you. See you. Ciao, ciao. Bye, darlings. Stay safe.